Today on the channel, the 2025 Best of Top 5 lists continue. In today's video, we're counting down my top 5 WWE main event figures of 2025.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Best of 2025 countdown. And today, we're back with the top 5 list, counting down my top 5 favorite WWE main event figures of 2025. And what can you say about the main events? They've come a long way from the basics of just a couple of years ago. Better articulation, dare I say even better character selection, and then a lot better paint apps and now getting accessories in the main events. I am glad Mattel said, hey, we can do a little bit more with this line. And I think by doing that, a lot of us, myself included, are buying more main event figures than ever before. I think that is fun. And I do like that you can put these with your Ultimates and Elites. They will blend in there very nice. Now, I am always looking for the first time of the line and the Legends, primarily in the main event line. But I dabble in a few others over the years, as we've seen between both of my YouTube channels this year. So make sure you're subscribing to both YouTube channels for all the main event unboxings that we do. But it was a little bit hard to do this year, but I did get the 5 top main event figures, and we're going to do this list like we do all the other ones. We're going to start at number 5, work our way to number 1. Number 1 being my absolute favorite main event figure of 2025. And as usual, this is my list. Put your list in the comments down below. So without further ado, we're going to kick the countdown off. Number 5. Kick off the countdown at number 5, and we do go to one of those unfortunates. First time in the line, last time in the line performers. It happens every once in a while. It's always a heartbreaker, and that's where we're at number 5. We go all the way back to main event, series 153, very early in 2025. We go to my boy. We go to Duke Hudson, representing the U. Chase U, that is. Now, I loved Chase U on NXT. I've told that before on the channel. We've talked about it. Love that we get the NXT Chase U figures over the years. We got Andre Chase. We got Thea Hale. We got Duke Hudson. Wish we could get some more. Maybe we will in 2026. We'll see what happens. But it was a moment in time, if there ever was one, and I was very happy to get this Duke Hudson figure. Since then, he has been released from WWE. Haven't really heard much from him in the indies. I know he did a gimmick where he was kind of talking to himself, like a therapy type thing, like talking to Tom McFarlane on the couch, maybe, something like that. And haven't really heard or seen anything since. Maybe he went back to Australia. I don't know. But I do like the Chase U aspect of this one. Obviously, that's what brings it to the dance at number 5 here. I like the character-specific hands on it. Just a lot of fun. It's always fun building out a team as well, be it Marvel Legends or your WWE Mattel line. Just wish we could have got more Chase U. Wish we could have got more Chase U on TV. Even though they're kind of still there, doesn't really feel like what it once was. But Duke Hudson at 153, coming in, number 5. Countdown rolls on to number 4, and number 4 comes to us from Main Event Series 159. One of the hardest figures to find of 2025 for many collectors, myself included. And that is one thing we should touch on with these main event figures here in 2025. It's weird as it felt like basics were always all over the place. You saw them everywhere. Main events a little bit harder to find, harder than ever, especially the female performers as we've seen. And that's what we got here at number 4. We're going to 159. We're going to Wendy Choo. Yes, I choose you like a young Ralph Wiggum once upon a time. Wendy Choo, another character that was all over NXT for quite some time, got injured, kind of went away. I believe now wrestling in Evolve, but very cool to get the good girl version of Wendy Choo right here. Really do like the looks of this figure. Nice attention to detail with the Cookie Monster outfit. And then you got the leg warmers down to the cow slippers. Really feels like it was her gimmick once upon a time here in Main Event 159. Wendy Choo coming in at number 4. We've hit the middle of the road in our top 5 countdown. We're at the number 3 spot. Now, of course, as I always say, make sure you get your list together. Put it in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to both my YouTube channels, as we're unboxing everything between both those channels, including the main events. I do put unboxings on both channels for those. So check out both channels. Make sure you do subscribe. A lot more top 5, top 10 year-end best of lists to come as well. But here we are at number 3, and this one maybe a little bit of recency bias, as I did just unbox this on the channel. But we're going to the main event WrestleMania line. I got a sub-series line, 161 technically here, for the Undertaker, dare I say the Underbiker. Oh, try me, I'll make you famous. One of my absolute favorite Undertaker shirts of all time. I've said it ad nauseum on this channel, that I do prefer the Underbiker over the Dead Man. And I really like this one. I like the reuse, more like it, of this head sculpt from the Monday Night Wars line. I think it works here very well. He's just missing his bike is all he's missing right here. But a fun version of a Hall of Famer, classic character, and one I would love to see straight up in the Elite line one day. Heck, make it an Ultimate if you want to. It is WrestleMania. Undertaker coming in at number 3. Dangerously close to the end of the countdown. We're at number 2, and the number 2 main event figure. Feeling a little bit of that old-fashioned deja vu as we're going to main event series 159 once again for the bad guy version of Wendy Choo, or dare I say bad girl version, I guess. The dark version of Wendy Choo. Now, when she first came on the scene, she was good. She had her Cookie Monster outfit on. But then she took a dark turn somewhere along the way, and we get the Nightmare version here. This one is very nice, very, very cool. Happy to finally get this one. This one was harder to find than the other one, for those keeping track at home, of course. But I like the attention to detail here where they didn't just re-release the last one. They added differences to it. We got the cow slippers on this one. You got the different colors going on, where it does have a little of that repaint feel, which makes sense. Got to get the most out of your molds, remember. They added a twist. They added some differences, making this one feel even more like a totally separate figure. Very cool. First time in the line. Not sure if it's going to be last time in the line. We'll see what the future holds for Wendy Choo. But very happy WWE Mattel team made this one for us. Very cool to get the yin and yang versions there. But that is number 2, which means there can only be one. What is the number 1 main event figure of 2025? Stay tuned. We've hit the number 1 spot, the number 1 WWE main event figure of 2025. Once again, to get your list together, put it in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel while you're at it. We got tons of countdowns to finish off 2025 and beyond. We're counting it down from all the toy lines I do collect. So stay tuned for more countdown videos. But here we are at number 1. And number 1, we go to main event series 153. We go to one of the first unboxings we did of 2025, and we're going to the regular edition of this character. Where are we going to? Well, we're going to Minnesota. We're going to Kurt Hennig. We're going to Mr. Perfect. Now, this is the regular edition of 153. There is a Chase edition in all black. I like that figure enough, but not top 5 worthy for me. This one pops in the teal singlet here. This is so iconic, Mr. Perfect, and one of the one outfits I really think of him when I close my eyes and I think of Mr. Perfect, it's either the bright yellow or it's this one. Absolutely love the idea of this. Love the idea of getting multiple Mr. Perfects, and I'm hoping 2026 brings us maybe a Target exclusive Ultimate Mr. Perfect. I think that would be fun to do. You put a painted on singlet with a cloth singlet over the top, almost make it a 2-in-1 figure. Multiple heads, multiple hands. You got to throw that towel in there. Love to see that in the future. Hopefully that does happen. But this one, so iconic. Once again, with the new main event style interchangeable hands, it lets you put them in poses, makes them feel a little bit more so. And you can do that classic pose with Mr. Perfect with the hand on the hips, looking all regal off to the side. A fun figure, an awesome figure. Came out early in 2025, but took the top spot in my top 5 list for 2025. It is main event series 153. Mr. Perfect, the regular edition. And that's my top 5 list. Once again, put your top 5 in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channels and check out Patreon YouTube channel memberships for early access to all the content, early access to the podcast, glamour shots, you name it, and your best way to support the channel. Check it out if you have not already. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which conveniently enough is the name of my podcast. Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for main event, top 5, 2025, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?
We're going to the end of the line.